A butthole Facebook page, an opioid mix-up, and an app for your vagina on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, a competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, tell 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
Was a dramatic pause.
It's a dramatic name.
Timmons. I'm Bob Timmons, is what I said.
Am I next? I'm next.
I'm Carly Kastner.
No, you're last.
I'm last.
I'm Brittany Hanrahan.
Damn, dead last.
Aaron Kraft.
You can see our guest at Improv Mania in Chandler, Arizona on February 28th. It is the very funny and talented
Brittany Hanrahan.
You might have heard of her in this show so far. So.
Welcome, Brittany.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back, guys.
That's right.
No problem.
It's been a while since you recorded with us, right?
Yes. It was about 2 years ago, right when I first started.
Wow. Oh my God, have I been on the podcast for 2 years?
Feels like it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You guys want to stop doing this show? It feels like we're all getting tired of it. So.
I don't know. It's like, man, 2 years goes by fast. That's crazy.
I like doing the show, but I don't know if I want to have done it for 2 years.
Brittany, step aside. Carly's been on this show for a long time. Let's talk about it.
So, Brittany, we have the honor of being your first podcast.
That's right. Yes, you guys hit me up and you were like, let's do a podcast. And I was like, all right, what's a podcast? And it was like...
Man, you've learned a lot in 2 years.
Yes. I didn't realize how popular was of a topic to have podcasts, especially, but I had done one like this before where it was like competition and you got to write jokes in advance. Mm-hmm. That was a really cool experience for me.
I think we got into the podcasting game right before it boomed too. You guys kind of started it.
Kind of.
How? No. I meant there was going to be an end to that sentence. You definitely started it, but I'm thinking like, how long have you guys been doing the podcast?
We've been doing it since 2013. We were actually late to podcasting, and now it has passed us by. We are in the dust. But thank you for being on the show.
It's really depressing.
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm just thinking in 2013, I didn't know what podcasting really was.
I think it was a dying medium back around that time.
No, it's huge
It was
now.
popular in the early 2000s. It started to die off, and now it's big again.
Well, we started off with competitive comedy print articles, and then you're like, we need to do something different.
And you're like a podcast where people will write jokes about the articles. Boom! Let's do it.
Full circle.
Yeah, now we just tell jokes about our old episodes.
Yeah, that is a common theme on this show, it seems.
What's the deal with episode 3?
So, Brittany, what's your podcast?
My podcast?
Yeah.
I am really into this one podcast where it's a girl from The Bachelor and she gets everybody super wine drunk.
Oh my God,
And
who?
then her name's Caitlin Barstow. She's from The Bachelor.
I know her.
I would have a podcast like that where I just get everyone, like, every time we'll play like truth and a lie. And if I catch you telling a lie, you got to take a tequila shot.
Oh.
Don't people lie on purpose so they can get free alcohol?
They'll do that too. If they're the fun ones.
Yeah.
Not on my show.
I just want to clarify for those Bachelorette lovers out there, Caitlin's not from The Bachelor. She's really from her own season of The Bachelorette. She was the star, guys. And she's from Scottsdale, I think.
There's a lot of them that live out here.
Yeah.
That's crazy how the guys here had nothing to say to that.
Everyone's like, totally.
You guys don't watch Batch? Okay, we'll catch up later.
But yeah, my mind went blank when you were saying all that stuff. I was like,
NASCAR.
Peter is on
there you go.
on The Bachelor.
We got Peter's season now. We got some crazy bitches on the show as per usual. They all kind of suck, but they're all kind of amazing. It's
And they're
like
all
every
from Scottsdale.
They're all from Scottsdale, every single one of them.
all right,
How about we get into round 1?
we could do that too.
Yes.
Actually.
Round 1 of Bachelor jokes. Go.
Yeah, perfect. So, in the first
guys,
round
what
of
do
The
you got?
Bachelor, he went from 35 to 25 women.
How does he do it?
He just kicks them off.
Wow.
That sounds pretty easy, actually.
It's pretty gangster. It's like the one time you just like look at someone and be like, I don't like you, go home. And then no one can get mad at you about it.
People do that to me every day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not the one time because I've never been the Bachelor, and I've definitely said that to Jeremy several times.
Every day.
Is this anything like Flavor of Love?
I think Flavor
would
of
say
Love
yes.
is based off of the Bachelor. It's like
Oh, it's not the other way around?
It's like the more ridiculous version of an already ridiculous show.
It's way more entertaining because like the girls will actually cuss you out and rip your weave out. These girls just like they just cry a lot.
Stuff like that happened on Flavor of Love.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that's what she's
that's
saying.
what- yeah.
Oh, Flavor of Love is
Flavor
more
of Love
interesting.
is better.
I'm almost certain that there was an episode of Flavor of Love where they were having like a house party with Flavor and all the women, and one woman was so into the party she didn't want to leave that she like took a dump behind the couch.
I was actually just thinking of that. Yeah.
I think it's fun that Aaron's the one who watched Flavor of Love out of everybody. He looks like the type, doesn't he?
I love
It's funny
that
that
show.
anyone was interested in dating
Flavor
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Oh boy.
Aaron's wearing a clock around his neck right now. He's such a huge fan.
Oh man, that guy's like a turtle, and he has so many women going after him.
Well, it's all about that charisma.
Yeah, that was the name of half of the women.
There was this charisma, that
It was
charisma.
Charisma P, Charisma F.
Charisma AF. Wow.
All right, I think it's officially time to get into round one. Facebook won't remove this woman's butthole as a business page. God, if I had a nickel for every time I had this problem,
How many nickels would you have?
I would have 5 nickels.
No butthole.
And a lot of butthole. Samantha Jesperson never wanted her butthole to be the first thing that came up when someone Googled her name, but to her horror, she discovered Samantha Ray Ann Jesperson's butthole, a Facebook business page, was the very first result. The page was created in 2012 when she was only 15 years old. But Jesperson, now 23 and a professional baker, didn't discover it until 2015. Her reaction was, what the fuck? How did this happen? And if I didn't get a job over it, they definitely wouldn't call me and say, hey, found the page about your butthole. Not gonna hire you. Bye. This was a quote from Jesperson.
She sounds like a girl who would have a Facebook butthole page.
Jesperson had no idea how the page was created. She didn't make it herself, and she doesn't know how anyone would have made it on her behalf. On the page's details, it reads, this unofficial page was created because of people on Facebook having shown interest in this place or business. It is not affiliated with or endorsed by anyone associated with Samantha Ray Ann Jesperson's butthole. To date, the business of Jesperson's butthole has no reviews. No one invites them.
What about the pleasure of Jesperson's life?
It's all over the place. And no stories have been added to it. What has really vexed Jesperson is that she's unable to get it taken down. Since she's discovered the page in 2015, she's reported it several times. Though her butthole business page hasn't resulted in any personal repercussions yet, Jesperson does worry about the possibility. I feel like if anybody found it, it would probably feel way too weird to talk to me about it, she said. And if I didn't get a job over it, we already read that part. Jesperson, how many times are you going to repeat yourself? Facebook has said it isn't in violation of its community standards. However, in a twist, Facebook removed the page after this article was published.
Wow.
What a
Got
twist.
caught.
Bob, you want to start us off?
Sure thing. I don't know about this place, but around the corner from there is this great little place where fudge is made.
I should have wrote an extra joke in case that one got taken.
We
I went
also
first.
used that around the corner fudge is made joke
How
on the
are
show
we
before.
not going to use it, Carly?
classic.
We
Yes,
have
you,
to.
you absolutely have to. You absolutely have to.
I shouldn't have pointed at Bob to go first. That's all my fault. I take that one.
All right, let's
All
hear
right.
it.
So no, let's just skip me this time.
Do you have the literal
down.
exact same joke?
Word for word.
Read your
My
joke.
turn?
No.
Read your joke.
Read your joke.
You have one too, like that?
No,
All right.
I'll go.
Fine, I'll do it. Still not sure what the business does, but I'm assuming fudge is made.
I like mine better.
Yeah, Bob's was better. It wasn't the same joke.
Map says it's just around the corner.
Yeah, especially, well, Jesus, what am I talking about?
Yeah,
I just had like a brain aneurysm. Roberts doesn't make sense because it's around the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. But
Oh yeah, where's the fudge coming from?
The other butthole.
guys, I'm not talking about poop. I'm talking about fudge around the corner.
Oh, like the real business.
Yeah, and the real business of fudge.
Now, to be fair, Facebook does say her butthole has 2 locations. So.
Well, there's 2 locations. There's one open now, and the other one coming in summer of 2021.
My butthole is open now.
During renovation?
Well, actually, her butthole is closed on Sundays.
She's Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
That's what they call my butthole.
The Chick-fil-A of
Chick-fil-A.
anus business.
All right. Wow, I knew Facebook had facial recognition technology, but this is ridiculous. Nobody? Yeah, I don't like it either.
I know, it was cute.
That was pretty good. No?
I'm going to disagree. I'll be the one on the other side of that.
I liked it.
Around the corner.
Brittany, if you please.
So I heard she's a baker. She's a professional baker. She owns a bakery that's known for their donut hole.
Yeah, that's good.
And gay guys seem to like to get a long john, topped off with an old fashioned. Boston cream all over the place.
What's the old fashioned?
It's a donut. I looked it up, and then I had to look up. I was like, "There's a sexual term for old fashioned. What is it? It's a hand job."
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was a drink. It is a drink.
It is a drink.
It's a drink that you could later get a hand job with afterwards.
I
Duly
also
noted.
appreciate how what's considered old-fashioned these days is just a hand job.
Well, that's
There's nothing new about it.
I mean, it's how Grandma used to do it.
God, Jeremy. Just like Grandma.
Oh, God, Jeremy.
all right, let's all take a minute, okay? Let's just... Okay. I'm not judging, but I just happened to notice that a lot of people have checked in at that place.
Samantha Ray Ann Jesperson's butthole. Well, not great, not terrible. 1 star.
Yeah. I thought about that too.
Because it's star shape of
Yes,
a butthole.
That's
Yeah, 1
that's it.
star. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't get that until you explained it.
And then it got really funny.
I'll give that joke 5 stars. 5 buttholes.
Might want to get that checked out.
Opening summer 2024. The 5th one.
Of course, this place is going to attract millennials. They love eating there.
I like that one.
So it's a salad place.
It's weird how Rick was angry with you, but he had to give it up. He's like, yeah.
She mentions that she can't get a job, which makes sense if they look her up and interview her. You know, she gets screwed in the process. Like, so what are your strengths? Well, I'm anal.
On the bright side, I'm looking forward to telling people to shove it up their place of business.
The website says it's only open for business on her boyfriend's birthday.
Oh, shit. My wife said I could go anywhere for my birthday. I chose this place. 5 stars.
Hold up.
There's like
This
a
is
jet, a fighter jet flying over our recording right now.
You want to just close that door?
I could. Yeah, let's just wait.
It's nice
There's so much momentum going.
No, this is great. This
a
is
long
good
jet.
podcasting right here.
It's a nice long jet.
I think they're circling.
Come out with your hands up.
Jet.
We can't land. We have to...
Come out with your hands up and grab this rope.
All right, where are we?
We're off to
Brittany's
Brittany.
last
Brittany.
joke.
I said Facebook wouldn't take it down. It's like not forgetting Sarah Marshall scene where Mila's picture of Mila Kunis's boobs are in the men's bathroom and the bartender won't take them down, and then Peter gets punched for taking it down. That's Facebook. They're the bartender that punched Peter in the face because it would quote ruin the collage.
And then this article is Peter later on in the movie when he steals the photo.
Yes.
Spoilers.
I don't think I've seen this movie.
Oh my god, really? It's so good.
Sorry.
If
I
you ever
have
get
the
dumped,
DVD.
watch it. It's a breakup classic.
Oh, really?
Looking forward to it?
Oh, I don't know. It's just like a rom-com.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's good though.
Okay. I will watch this movie.
There's a Dracula puppet scene at the end, a musical.
Yes.
Oh, now you're talking.
And you got him.
All right, so that'll do it for the jokes in round one. We're going to go to our resident judge, Aaron Kraft. What did you think?
There was some overlap here with the jokes, right?
Yeah, there was a little bit.
We had two fudges made jokes between Bob and Jeremy. And then Jeremy and Rick both had a only open on my birthday joke.
A lot of parallel thinking
lot of parallel
in this
thinking,
round.
yeah.
You guys hang out too much.
I think we think about the same things too much.
Toilet humor goes well, or they agree on toilet humor.
We think about each other's buttholes way too much.
But
Not enough, if you ask me.
oh my. I think it was a good round overall. You guys do really well with this subject matter. However, two people landed all three of their jokes.
Whoa.
So it was a tough round for Rick and Jeremy, but Bob and Brittany had all three land. So I'm going to give a point to Brittany and Bob.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like how you faded out at the end there. Just like, this is not
Brittany
worth
and
even.
Bob.
It's the musician in me.
Yeah, this is. I'm going to give a point to Brittany and Bob.
Brittany and Bob. Brittany and Bob. Brittany and Bob.
Sounds good. Congratulations to me and Brittany, and shove it up
some
your
would
place
say.
of business.
Good work, guys.
All
right.
right.
Are you Facebook Place of Businesses ready for round number 2?
Yes.
You
Thank you.
betcha.
I was waiting for a response. You guys are so rude. Round 2. Unlucky Florida man thought he was stealing opioids, but they were laxatives. A Florida man got more than he expected after he decided to steal drugs from a Pinellas County home, believing the pills he was stealing were powerful opioids. Turns out, the man was shocked after the opioids turned out to be laxatives. According to an arrest affidavit, Peter Hans Emery stole a bottle as labeled hydrocodone acetaminophen. However, the bottle actually contained Equate Gentle laxatives that are meant for gentle, dependable overnight relief. Oh, I'll say it like the commercial. Gentle, dependable overnight relief.
Good job. You did it. You're hired.
Thank you, Poopbot.
You're welcome. Robert's butthole. Not the,
You can talk to me. I speak for my butthole.
His eyes are up here.
not the type of relief this criminal necessarily wanted, but surely enough, a relief. This is most certainly a shitty situation to be in.
Ah, damn it. There goes one of mine.
Emery eventually threw the pill bottle he stole when he realized that they were something else. These pills are really something else.
Thought there was something. That's something else.
Carly's done chicken arms through the hole.
Something that you can only get on our YouTube channel, so be sure to subscribe. Jeremy, you want to start us off?
Sure. Unfortunately, the wheels of justice move slowly. The homeowner hasn't been able to shit for weeks.
When you're trying to steal some drugs, but you ruin all your rugs, diarrhea.
Cha-cha-cha.
Diarrhea.
Cha-cha-cha. That also has been on the show many times.
All
Some version
from
of
Rick, though.
These are
All Rick.
classic jokes.
Rick always does the diarrhea cha-cha-cha.
Were you in elementary school ever in your life?
Oh, like multiple years of elementary school.
Had to be like 8 years. So.
Yeah, I was feeling something sweaty, diarrhea, cha-cha-cha until like, I don't know, 8th grade.
Weird brag.
Humble brag.
All right, Brittany.
Yeah, so he stole from a county house, and all I'm just thinking is, like, these crackheads are used to getting their stuff stolen all the time. Like, this bum must have left, like, an Indiana Jones set of booby traps for crackheads. Like, he must have tried to replace the pill bottle with another one.
Yeah.
And then it didn't work. It, like, caves into the nightstand.
Didn't weigh exactly the same.
And then a
just
rock just,
a
like,
Russian
shoots
nesting
out of the
doll.
man's cave, out of his asshole.
Oh, boy. I know some people really like the way
Opioids.
All right.
Irish.
Everyone calm down. I know some people really like the way opioids make them feel, but for me, it's the shits.
And how do opioids make you feel?
Oi!
Yeah, there you go. Oi.
Opioids and Benoit noise.
They're the shoits.
Did you do that one in elementary school, Rick?
Yeah.
I like to oit, opioids and Benoit noise. And I'm doing the chicken dance, too.
Diarrhea, cha-cha-cha.
Well, if you got diarrhea, bananas help.
Now, this is totally unrelated.
What
Are
about
you all
banana
right,
eyes?
Carly? Are you okay? You're feeling okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Are
just
you
checking.
okay?
Totally unrelated.
This has nothing to do with your behavior or the things you're saying, but you're all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, just checking.
All right. If you do the crime, you do the slime.
So, Jeremy, are you okay? Like,
I'm more than okay.
okay.
Well, he
Slime.
just did the crime.
Excuse me, guys. I need to do the slime.
Do the slime. Do.
That's the one time you're not doing the chicken arms.
Well, because this isn't part of the slime. This is
Oh,
the
then
slime.
what are you doing?
Do the slime. Do.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'm
It's
sorry to
explosive.
those just listening, missing out on these sweet dance moves.
Gives new meaning to the term drug runs.
Ah.
Hey, there you go.
Nobody laughed.
But you did it, Rick. We're proud of you.
Yeah, you said stuff.
So the article mentions that he's from Florida, which I feel like they only do that to make him sound even stupider, you know? Because it's like his mugshot has the same disappointed face that a pedophile makes when they get caught on Dateline.
Which is what? Show our audience.
Brittany,
I
what
didn't know I was
think?
going to do that.
Brittany, what do you think was going to happen here today?
Tough break.
Well, I did not think a chicken dance was going to happen. That's for sure. I didn't think that, but I like it. I like the
Well,
plot
it's been
twist.
a while since you've been on the show.
Yes.
We've added the chicken dance.
This has led to a new drug craze called chillaxing, where users mix opioids and laxatives for an experience that most describe as Floridian.
Chillaxing. That's fucking great.
Say that into the mic, Aaron.
Maybe the mic's not turned up.
Maybe you're not turned up enough.
Yeah, turn me up.
Okay, earlier I said to Rick, Aaron's not really turned up. And he goes, no, he's fine. And I said, no, really, I really can't hear him.
Mic
And he
up. Oh, that's
insisted.
much
Yeah,
better.
yeah. No, it
There
was
we
Too
go.
loud,
Okay.
but fine.
Yeah, you got to do like a rap intro, you know, turn
I
my
can
headphones
barely
up.
hear.
Turn my headphones up. You crazy for this one?
Turn that guy's microphone up so I can hear his microphone.
Give him some wine. He'll be real turned up.
Wine.
Is that your go-to turned up cocktail?
Turned up on some wine.
Which flavor?
I want to get some Merlot.
You both said Merlot.
It's the best one.
Could you put
best
it in a
one.
paper bag for me? I really appreciate it.
Sauvignon Blanc.
I need a twist top too. None of that cork business.
All right, guys, we do a lot of kidding here on 123 Jokes.
Yeah.
For listeners, if you or someone you love is addicted to laxatives, call 1-800-GET-FIRM. It's a public service announcement from 123 Jokes.
That might get confused with a different kind of hotline.
Could be.
What?
1-800-GET-FIRM?
Oh, right. Tonight on Frontline, the opioid crisis. Why it affects even the most regular people. Regular, get
That's
it?
cute. Yeah, that's
I
good.
get it.
Means you poop regularly. Sorry, Brittany.
Oh.
Don't mean to offend.
She was about to start her joke.
Didn't mean to offend our irregular guests.
Opioids are used for pain relief, and this guy probably just thought they were really strong. You know, he's sitting in bed like, man, I'm so relaxed, I can't even tighten my asshole anymore.
He's taking it well, though.
Yeah, he was like, this is some good shit, man.
The pills were said to be gentle laxatives, which means the poop will exit your body like a grounded teenager trying to sneak out of the house without waking anybody.
Pushes it halfway.
Is that it for the jokes? Yeah,
That's it.
that's all
That's
for
it.
the jokes in round 2. So Aaron Kraft, how do the points shake out?
I really enjoyed Jeremy's second joke. Do the crime, do the slime.
You
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
It's a great joke.
Really
It was
enjoyed it.
phenomenal.
Was I the only one that laughed at that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, very likely that's true.
Well, I liked it, Jeremy.
Right back at you, babe.
I thought that was great.
I had a slime
Jeremy's
time
doing
listening
the
to it.
slime right now.
The slime all over.
Ugh.
But can we admit that Bob's chillaxin joke was probably the most clever of the round?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I thought it was all right. I myself thought it was okay.
I liked it. I agree. It was clever.
And then Rick had 2 solid jokes that landed. The diarrhea song, you sang it very well.
On key this time.
Perfect pitch.
On key. And then regular people. That was also very clever. I think you tie with Bob for the clever award for this round.
But we know when Aaron labels a joke as clever, he's not
gonna
going to
win.
win
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't
He's
give a
not
fuck
going to
about
win.
That's not necessarily true now. That's not, but yeah, it's probably true. Brittany, I love what I wrote down for your 3 jokes. Indiana Jones crackheads, Dateline face, and Titan asshole.
Dateline face.
Like,
Dateline face.
He's like,
Oh, yeah.
you know how
Dateline.
people have resting bitch face? That dude has Dateline face.
His face just looked like, yeah, I deserve to be here. I should have been caught for that. Like, his face just looks so confused. Like, oh.
is Dateline face when you get caught doing something horrible?
It's the face that you make when you're like, it's like, it's that moment right between you walk from the door into the kitchen and you're like, I'm about to get some. No, there is Chris Harrison. God damn it. He got me. Oh, Chris Hansen. Chris Harrison. Well, I'm thinking of Bachelor. God damn
Chris
it.
Harrison. That would be funny.
I knew that guy was up to some
You
shit.
walk in and Chris Harrison's like, let me introduce you to these 25 women. And that it's the same face. It's like,
Take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat. Find your woman.
I noticed you brought a rose today. What were you planning?
And then, yeah, so this is another tight round, though, between Bob and Brittany, because they landed all 3 again. So 1 point Bob, 1 point Brittany.
wow.
Oh, neck and neck.
I wanted to just say, though, that Jeremy's do the crime, do the slime was my personal favorite joke of the round.
Then why didn't you give him a point?
Well, because I'm going off of who says the funniest, or like, who has the most funniest joke. There's a couple ways to score
You
this.
just
but-
like it for other reasons.
Aaron, you are an enigma. It's really hard to get a read on you.
number of jokes that land as opposed to the one
A
funniest
whole,
one.
he's grading the round as a whole.
Very well.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
just the one slimy
Yeah, so-
joke that Jeremy had.
Wish I had known that.
I would have made all my jokes good.
Slime related.
I put all the effort into that slime joke.
Yeah, Jeremy spent 5 hours on that slime joke and then dribbled down the rest of the jokes.
This
like
is
5
brilliant.
seconds.
Well, it shows, Jeremy.
Well,
it shows.
They kind of dribbled out.
Oh, God.
All right, so it's Brittany with 2, Bob with 2, and Jeremy and Rick are trailing.
Jeremy with
some
slime
big
and
fat
Ricky with the
zeros.
clever award.
All right, well, let's see who gets the clever award and who actually scores points in round 3. New smartphone game lets you play with your vagina. Not long ago, apps were all about poking your friends and planning a safe flight path for an animated Angry Bird. However, fast forward a few years, and it turns out people are now using them to strengthen their vaginas. One smartphone game called PurFit promises to help improve bladder control, sexual pleasure, and core strength by
my
giving your
favorites.
pelvic floor a workout. The game has a downloadable app and a pink device fitted with sensors that is inserted into the vagina to play.
Wow.
Couldn't wait.
It asks users to pick which workout game they want to play. One helps with pregnancy, while the others help improve incontinence and intimate well-being. Players have to contract their pelvic floors to allow them to complete certain tasks and move on to higher levels in each game. For example, in one of the levels, contracting pelvic floor muscles will cause a butterfly to move upwards. I hope they mean in the app. It just releases a butterfly into your uterus.
I like how Aaron had to squint into the story. Like,
Pelvic floor. That's a term. I didn't know
The,
that.
yes,
It's
the
a lot
app
you don't know, I
then
think.
records agility, force, endurance, and reflex to track improvement and set higher goals within the app. And I hope you appreciate this because
She's
I know
looking at me, buddy.
I know your wife is pregnant. If after pregnancy, sometimes the pelvic floor muscles are kind of weaker because you've just done a lot of work pushing
You
stuff
just pushed
out.
the baby out, yeah.
If you jump too much after pregnancy, after you get your pelvic floor could actually fall out of your vagina.
So, Aaron, don't jump up and down after the baby's born.
Got it. No.
No happy dance. Don't get too excited.
It causes a butterfly effect, and then the pelvic floor falls out.
So men who have women who are pregnant in their lives, please appreciate what their bodies actually go through to get this baby out
No
of them.
doubt.
Literally, you could sing the song to the window, to the wall, to the pelvic floors, drop.
Eventually, this baby will crawl.
Floor falls.
The pelvic floor falls. Skeet, 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 skeet.
That's
Now you gotta wait 6 weeks before you do that.
6 weeks before skeet skeets.
Oh, snap, really?
Oh boy!
All right. Is there more to the story, Carly? Or
Is there more to this
I've heard enough.
floor story?
Take care of your vaginas, ladies.
We've all heard enough.
all right, Rick, you want to start us off?
I think I'll stick to the more traditional I think I'll stick to the more traditional vagina games like button mashers.
What?
I think that's a callback to a previous episode.
It's an arcade, they call or games that you have to like
right.
fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm doing really well this episode.
The device is called Perifrite. It's French for the perfect lover. That's like a phone I can have and I can have sex with. Like a vibrator that checks my emails and goes on my Instagram. That's a sex robot I can fall in love with. It's like, and it's sexy. It's made by the French. It's shaped like an Eiffel Tower.
That's also a sex thing, the Eiffel Tower.
It sure
It
is.
Isn't it?
It is.
Sounds parafeet.
That's Jeremy's favorite thing, a pair of feet.
Vaginal gaming has been around for a long time. Back in the arcade days, though, they used to leave those joysticks a mess.
Is that why when I hear my old roommates playing Call of Duty, they would always call each other a pussy?
Sure.
Where to go with that?
Yes.
Modern Warfare. I don't know. So this app is just for beginners. Advanced exercisers might want the extra large insert that comes with P90 XXX.
Is that
It's an option.
Tesla model?
Isn't P90 that workout video?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, for your pelvic floor.
Yeah.
P90X.
That's also the name of the Tesla cars models.
Oh, that was your
P90
joke, huh?
Yeah, P90X.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
All right.
But this time I said XXX.
Rick.
I'm going. A waterproof case is recommended for some women, but it could also be a myth. It's good squirters.
Yeah, that's... Don't ever say that word again.
Squirt, 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 squirt.
The device works to strengthen women's vaginas, but I've never really needed a strong vagina. I'm not sure why I want it to look like an Olympic gymnast. Like I'm in the gym upside down while my vagina's doing pull-ups. 1001, 1002. It's like, oh, my head hurts. Stop.
Oh, like how men name their penises. Your vagina is named Arnold. Arnold.
Dude, Perifrite rhymes with CrossFit.
CrossFeet?
Is that how rhyming works?
CrossFeet?
Perifrite,
CrossFeet.
CrossFeet.
CrossFeet?
I don't like crossfeet.
Have my crotch flipping tires.
I think we got an episode title there. We crossed.
Squirting tires, yeah.
Yeah. Women who play this game can strengthen their pelvic floor muscles, thereby making them the only gamers to have muscles.
I think the object of this game is to have a pussy so strong it can crush candy.
I wrote a joke almost just like that.
I'm glad to have your rejects.
And then I thought, you're better than that, Brittany. You're better than that.
No, I changed it. I missed it. I literally just missed that line. I said I don't want my vagina to be a nutcracker.
Oh.
That's better.
Why can't women stick to more classic games to straighten their pelvic floor, like ping pong?
It helps strengthen pelvic floor muscles, which improve bladder controls and make sex better, which is great because, I feel damp all the time. It's like my pelvic floor was mapped by a janitor with no arms. It's just like
Oh, boy.
the mop never got back in the bucket. I can really use this device.
The mop never got back in the bucket. I think that's the episode title.
The mop never got back in the bucket.
Possibly a t-shirt, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm really enjoying a video game, I get an erection so strong it can hold a 10-pound dumbbell. Is that the same thing?
A dumbbell? Like Dumbledore from Harry Potter?
A dumbbell.
Dumbbell.
He's so strong.
You know, like a dumbbell when you're doing your opioids.
Talking a lot of shit for a guy with no points.
No points. Got no points. All right, there's a little bit here.
We'll be the judge of that.
All right. This game is designed to work for any woman except Yo Mama, because Yo Mama's so fat she can't.
How fat is she?
Yo Mama's so fat she can't insert the device without using a selfie stick. Yo Mama's so old her pelvic floor is made out of dirt. Your mama's so dumb when she plays the game she puts the phone in a case with the string so it's easier to pull out.
So close, man.
I'm not sure I understood how any of those were actually insults.
Now, Jeremy, I didn't think any of those were good, but Carly did sabotage
I thought the
it.
first two were really good.
Selfie stick
I like
was
the first
great.
one.
Yeah,
I liked
pretty
it.
good.
Okay.
I like that.
It is what it is.
I'm not sure you've really insulted my mama.
Because she does all those things, but she's still a fine woman.
I think you just stated like very necessary facts. They're just funny. I like them.
Ricky kind of took a little bit out from under me because his last joke had to do with putting the phone in your vagina.
Did he
Right.
remove the pelvic floor from under you?
He pulled out the pelvic floor from under me.
I'm getting a little lost.
Is that it?
I think that'll do it for the jokes. So we're going to go to Aaron Kraft. Do we have a winner?
We do. There is a slight shift this round, however. Jeremy, coming back from behind, you had two that landed, Candy Crush, and then I thought the Yo Mama jokes at the end were great.
Thank you. I thought they were fantastic.
I liked them.
The P90 was clever, right? So
Right?
Okay.
Right?
It was good.
Wait, is that what clever
Triple X.
means?
So-
I don't know if I like
Sure,
it.
yeah. Poor Rick.
Fuck you, man.
Rick's my best friend, y'all, but
Best friend.
he only got one. It was the ping pong joke, which I think elicited the biggest laugh, or one of the biggest laughs.
I like that ping pong.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, see.
Can we go back to this whole Aaron and Rick are best friends thing? Is
We're
this
best
news
friends.
to anyone else?
We're just best friends.
Certainly seems like a conflict of interest.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I feel like there's could be some coercion happening.
Yeah, if you give Rick like 10 points this round, then something's up.
10 best friend points.
which are
wink.
more than regular points. So even if we
Yeah.
gave him 2 best friend points, he'd still be winning.
I win about 30 games in the future.
Well, in fairness, he has given points to Bob, who hates all of us.
Yeah,
That's true.
You know, so
I
no
really do.
favoritism there.
yeah.
I do appreciate that, you son of a bitch.
I try to remain neutral, even if Jeremy calls me a bitch, even if Bob calls me a bitch.
Even when.
That's
we
why
call
we're
you a
best
bitch.
friends, because I never called you a
Never
bitch.
call me a bitch.
That's your face.
Never call me a bitch.
Well, about a minute and a half ago, you did just tell him to fuck himself.
It's true.
I said fuck you. I didn't say fuck yourself.
Oh, my apologies.
There is palpable animosity between me and everybody here at the table, I think, but just keep rolling on. So with that being said, Bob had 2 that landed. Vaginal something at the first one.
Okey-doke.
I can't read the word. It looks like ginky, but I don't,
Kiki Beloba.
Yeah, we all know about your vaginal ginky joke.
I couldn't remember it. But vaginal ginkgo biloba, and then
Ginkgo bilabia.
It improves your vagina's memory.
the only gamers to have muscles. The women using this.
Jock joke.
That was funny. Yeah, that was good. And then Brittany, your first 2 were solid. The sex robot that you can fall in love with, and then that was very clever too. And then strong. You don't want a strong vagina. That's like a gymnast, right?
Nope.
So there's kind of a tie between the 3. However, it was the riffing. It's going to come down to the riffing.
Alrighty.
There was something really funny said. It was from Brittany. It was crotch flipping tires. That's really funny stuff.
Yeah.
I'm tired of your crotch flipping tires.
So I'm giving a point to Brittany, and she takes the game.
She wins the game. Congratulations, Brittany.
How does
Thank
it
you, guys.
feel?
Oh, feels good. I didn't win the last time, so came back swinging.
Feels good because I've been working those pelvic floor muscles.
I need to tell.
That vagina gets to stand on the top of like the pedestal.
My vagina actually moved the table to set it up here, so glad it could help.
Well, give your vagina a rest. We're going to go to Carly Kastner to see if she has any burning questions.
Give your vagina a rest.
I do have some burning questions. Two very similar questions, so you can answer one or both of them. So here's my question, relating it back to that last story about the app.
I don't have a vagina.
It's okay. It's not really
Okay,
bad.
let's be real. They're for assholes too. Like somebody could use that for their butt.
They did talk about
somebody has
an example of the exercise where it's like pretend you're trying not to pee and trying not to fart. Like that's in the article.
Really?
And so
Exercise.
like I tried it and then like I felt my vagina tightening.
Oh, maybe that's why my vagina muscles are so strong, because I'm always holding in a fart.
And when it comes out, it's going to be a real mess. Everybody stand
Okay,
back.
here's
just took my
my
opioids. I'm good to go.
here's my burning question. Burning question is what app do you guys use most on your phone, and or which app do you wish you had that doesn't maybe exist, or like a thing that could feel like your apps should have that don't?
The app I use the most, this is boring, but it's Evernote for the jokes.
What is Evernote? Just like a
It's
notepad?
just a note-taking app.
It's boring.
Yeah,
That is boring.
I told you that, assholes.
What do you wish Evernote had that it doesn't currently have?
Pornography.
That you can take notes on?
Sure. I got a few notes for some of those things I said.
You got like the Joker's notebook where he had like pornography glued into it.
I don't know that.
All right. It's a
Sorry.
Maybe there's an app with pornography where you could bookmark certain parts so you could reference back to it. And
They
then
have that.
that happens. All right. Well, I'm not that clever. So
And that just proved it. All right. Anybody?
I use Instagram a lot because I, get bored at work.
is there anything that
sounded
you
so
wish
sad.
Instagram has that it doesn't have?
They do have pornography.
A way to
right?
increase your self-esteem.
Yes.
That's what I would really like.
We're just going by body language right now.
I'm with you. I use Instagram the most. I like the simplicity of it. It's like I see your pictures, I see what you're up to. If I think it's dope, I'll like it. If not, get it in my face. There's someone else there.
I wish Instagram had similar to Facebook, where actually this is my biggest pet peeve about Instagram is, and maybe I just don't know how to use it properly. When I'm watching a video, it doesn't let me make the video big.
Yeah, you can't make anything big.
Yeah, you have to wait until like 2 minutes into the video, and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch 2 minutes of this
Oh,
video.
when it's the little TV one?
Yeah, it's like,
Ah.
let me just expand it. It doesn't have that expansion button. You gotta wait. It's bullshit. I want a big video.
I'm really curious how you're going to end that sentence there.
I kind of wish there was an app that would like let me know when someone else has written the same joke I've written, and then I could just like write a different
You can
one.
just
You like
text
fact
us.
checked it?
You fact check my joke.
That'd be a good one. That'd be handy.
That'd be good. You seem to have done a lot of research. Like
Every joke ever written is just
Yeah.
in this database. And there's like 70 diarrhea cha-cha-cha jokes just from Rick alone.
What is it? Diarrhea cha-cha-cha. I thought that was just your own spin on it.
No, everyone
Cha-cha-cha
does
is
the
new to me.
cha-cha-cha. No.
I heard that when I was a kid.
Yeah, you gotta
No.
do the cha-cha-cha.
Not during the song. I never heard it during the song. I just
Diarrhea
Cha-cha-cha.
cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, it was like diarrhea cha-cha-cha.
I heard it on like Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you, diarrhea, cha cha cha. I've never heard it.
On Beavis and Butthead, they did that to Daria when she was walking by.
Oh,
The diarrhea cha-cha-chatter?
Yeah.
Yeah, they call her diarrhea.
Yeah.
Oh, because her name's Daria.
Yes.
Got it. That's clever. That's good.
Those two boys are very clever.
Those boys.
So, yeah.
all right. Anyone else?
I used to look at Reddit like all day, and I finally had to just get rid of it on my phone because it was becoming a real distraction. And then I moved over to Imager, and now I'm thinking about getting rid of that now because I just look at that all day.
I've been looking at this Reddit page called Trashy. All things
Oh,
trashy.
yeah, Trashy,
It's
yeah.
the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Sounds
I
like it.
love it.
Yeah.
It's
What
great.
is that?
What's that about?
So it's like all things trashy. So
You've
it's
got
like
to explain.
It's like people at Walmart type thing.
people at Walmart
Yeah.
like peeing on the floor, or like
that's
someone's
disgusting.
car is filled with trash. What else is? I was telling
like
Jeremy
Mesa
about it the
stuff?
other night.
He said there was one where a woman's
Mesa
wearing
stuff.
a shirt with an arrow pointing down that says "Boner Garage."
It's like an old lady too.
Owner garage.
My app that I'm absolutely addicted to is Facebook, and this is something I want to improve about Facebook because I argue with Robert about this all the time.
More
Our
buttholes.
123 Jokes Facebook page if like I'm
Too
a
many
moderator on
buttholes.
it, but I can't comment as me, Carly. I can only comment on that page as 123 Jokes and like that page and like anything on it as 123 Jokes. So every time I go to I think one of our amazing listeners, Scott Gregg, like tagged me in something, and I kept trying to comment and like it, but it kept coming up as 123 Jokes, and it's like.
We can't let Scott think your opinion is official.
But when
1, 2, 3
I
jokes.
respond, I want to respond as if it's me,
Just
not
say, hey,
a
this
generic.
is Carly.
Yeah.
Are you the admin?
We're
all
admins.
admin, so that's why it feels awkward to like have something from me.
She speaks for the group.
You
guys,
I'm
That's
responding
one of the
very
problems, yeah.
specifically to
Stop
something.
liking
Scott
things.
Kirk-
We don't
But
like it.
Anyway, Scott, just so you know, the reason I don't respond to you sometimes is because I don't know how.
And we also want to thank Scott Gregg for submitting that opiate story. That got a lot of funny, and we
Sweet.
certainly appreciate that. I've been saying that a lot. I've realized on the edits.
What?
I certainly appreciate. But
Well, 'cause you
but we
do.
We certainly appreciate it.
And I certainly appreciate that you certainly appreciate it.
I'd certainly appreciate it if we could move on.
Very
Oh,
well.
okay.
Brittany Hanrahan. Aaron, please. Brittany, tell the people where you're going to be, where you're at online, anything that you want to let them know.
Yeah, you can catch all of my upcoming dates on my website, BrittanyHanrahan.com. I will be at the Bench Bar in Tempe next Friday on the 21st. I'll also be at Improv Mania in Chandler on the 28th. And on March 11th, I will be at Tempe Improv.
Sweet. Nice.
Very fancy.
Yeah,
That's
so you can
a
follow
big
me on Instagram, Twitter, Brittany Hanrahan. It's really easy to find me, and the name sounds complicated, but there's only like 3 Brittany Hanrahans in the world, and I'm the only brown one. So you should be able to find me pretty quickly.
And
Brittany Brownwahan.
I've gotten biracial B.
I could be that too.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're a biracial
I am
bee.
a biracial bee.
Biracial Bs.
I'm a real biracial bee, if you ask around.
Keep buzzing up in these streets.
We certainly appreciate you watching and listening to the show. We're online anywhere that you find podcasts. We have a monthly live show. Every second Friday of the month, we will be at Chiba Hut in Mesa, Arizona, doing our live version of the show. And we always have some very funny guests. And there's always drink specials if that's your thing.
Yeah, and
So,
Chiba Hut sandwiches, they're actually really good.
They're
Very
delicious.
they're
The White
actually
Widow.
really good.
Yeah. I'll try
Yeah,
to
not
White
like
Widow, yeah, that's the best one.
I used to
It's
go
not
there
like
all the time.
Subway or Jimmy John's where they
Boo.
just slap a couple pieces of meat on some bread.
Boo, Subway, Jimmy John's. I got nothing.
So anyway, every second Friday of the month at Chiba Hut, we'll be there, and we hope to see you there.
You should edit that out because now Subway and Jimmy John's will never sponsor us.
Darn. Well, with that, I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leone.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Aaron Kraft.
And I'm Brittany Hanrahan.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Jokes.